In the heart of London's most notorious prison, two men vanished, leaving only mannequins in their beds and a rope of bed sheets dangling from the wall. This is the true story of the escape that humiliated a nation. On a cold October morning in 2016, guards at HMP Pentonville, one of Britain's most notorious prisons, walked past cell doors like any other day. But inside one of those cells, something was wrong. Two men, violent inmates with long records, were supposed to be asleep in their bunks. Instead, the guards saw two bodies lying under the covers, perfectly still. At first glance, it looked normal, but it wasn't. The truth? Those were not real bodies at all. They were crude mannequins, stuffed with clothes and shaped to look human. By the time the guards pulled back the sheets, the men were gone. They had escaped a prison designed to hold some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. How did it happen? Investigators would later piece together a shocking timeline. Somehow, the inmates got hold of a diamond-tipped cutting tool, the kind used to slice through steel. In secret, hidden from watchful eyes, they began cutting the bars of their cell window. Night after night, bit by bit, the sound was covered by the noise of the prison itself. When the bars finally gave way, they tied together bed sheets, turning them into a rope, and climbed down the prison wall. In the middle of the night, in the heart of London, two inmates simply slipped out into the city. The men on the run were not petty thieves. One of them, James Whitlock, had been awaiting trial for drug offenses connected to organized crime. The other, Matthew Baker, was serving time for attempted murder. Both dangerous, both desperate, and now, free. As the news spread, the escape caused panic. This wasn't an old, crumbling jail in a remote area. This was a major prison in London, surrounded by homes, businesses, and families. How could anyone just cut through steel bars, build a rope out of bed sheets, and vanish? The public demanded answers. Politicians called it an embarrassment, and the manhunt began. Police flooded the city, searching streets, stations, even knocking on doors. Helicopters circled above, but Baker and Whitlock had a head start. For days, London felt uneasy. Every siren, every shadow, every police tape reminded people two dangerous men were out there. Then came the twists. One fugitive, Baker, didn't make it far. Within a few days, he was recaptured in East London. But Whitlock, he seemed to vanish into thin air. Months passed. Rumors spread. Was he hiding in plain sight? Had he slipped abroad? Police pushed forward, but there was no sign. The escape had worked, at least for him. The scandal rocked the prison service. How did these tools even get inside? Was there corruption or pure negligence? Officials launched a full investigation, and soon reports revealed damning truths. Pentonville was understaffed, underfunded, and riddled with weaknesses. This was not a high-tech, airtight fortress. It was an institution crumbling from the inside, and two inmates had proved it by walking out. In the end, Baker's return to custody gave some relief, but Whitlock's freedom haunted the system. For nearly half a year, he lived as a ghost in the city, until finally, in 2017, police caught him in London and dragged him back to prison. But by then, the damage was already done. The mannequins in the bed, the cut bars, the bedsheet rope hanging against a London wall, those images became symbols of failure, proof that even in a modern capital, even with cameras and fences and guards, the oldest human drive, freedom, can find a way. And maybe that's the most unsettling part. If a man can break out of a maximum security prison, then what else can slip through the cracks, right in front of us, without anyone noticing, until it's too late?